Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here, and we are taking a look at something very special. To set things up for our LEGO G.I. Joe Cobra vehicles that we're doing for Cobra Convergence all July, I wanted to give you all a preview of something else in LEGOs, and something that many of you probably knew I would go for anyways. This is the official LEGO Transformers Optimus Prime. Yes, you heard correctly. This is an official product from LEGO. And it is currently available at LEGO's website and at any LEGO stores. Which, of course, I'm going to give a shout out to Andy and all the guys and gals down at the LEGO store at Kenwood Town Center. That's where I got this beauty of a model. And one thing I gotta say about it is I am impressed with it. This is a definite feat of engineering, folks. The people at LEGO that designed these things really went out of their way on this one. Because unlike the Hasbro-built Creon sets, this thing can actually transform without being taken apart. I kid you not, and we will show it to you right here on the channel. Now, of course, this set is not for the faint of heart, because it is over 1,500 pieces, 1,508 to be precise. So it is recommended for LEGO builders of age 18 and above. Now, it did take me about 6 to 8 hours to put this thing together. I did take 2 days, it took a course of 2 days to put it together. Kind of spreading it out amongst everything else I had to do. And it is definitely targeted at the Generation 1 market. Because not only does he look like he did in the Generation 1 cartoon, he transforms into the truck from the G1 toy line, and he comes with a lot of extra accessories that are also callbacks to the Generation 1 line. And of course, we're going to scoop Prime out of the way here for a moment, because we'll show him off a little bit more later in the video. But I want you to see the manual. Yes, that was a good sized thud on the table here. That's the manual, folks. Inside we get a little brief history of the Transformers and a look at a special comic cover edition on there. And some history and an interview with the senior designer of it. And let's see, right here, there's 10 total bags to build Optimus. So it does take you a while. And every so often on some of the pages, you'll get some Transformers trivia here. It's trilingual. So, it's interesting stuff. Now, of course, we ought to take a look at some of the extra stuff that Prime comes with here. Of course, case in point number one, the most prominent accessory is his gun. It's shaped up to be very similar to how the gun appeared in the cartoon, instead of using the toy, and that's a good thing since the toy's original hand grip was back here instead of where the post is that we plugged into his hands. Let's see, let's get some of the other accessories out. Alright, one of the other accessories we have, another callback to the cartoon, is Sideswipe's jetpack. Oh, and in case any of you are wondering, the Autobot symbol here, this is not a sticker. This is a print. They printed these onto Optimus. Now, of course, he does have a few stickers, but, you know, like the bits here on the leg and the hip piece. Of course, briefly speaking about the hip piece, you do also have the option of this more cartoon accurate one that you can swap out for transforming him. I just left it in there for simplicity's sake, because I will transform him for all of you. But we're going to turn Prime around for a moment, and we're going to attach the jetpack to his back. There we go. And Optimus is now ready to chase down the Decepticons. And of course, for many of you fans, he also comes with an Energon axe. Since many of you have always wanted the Energon axe, well, now you can build one out of Lego parts. All you need to do to put it on him is you have to remove the hand. Just like that. You need the post out of there too. Because it doesn't work too well with that in it. Pop one of the side pieces freed here. And then we just insert it down here. And there you go, folks. Ready to battle against Megatron. And of course, if Optimus needs a quick charge of energy, we have an Energon Cube. Built primarily out of trans-purple bricks. It's a very nice little detail. And of course, last but certainly not least, we have a display base that contains most of the relevant information from his Generation 1 tech spec, by giving his name, his motto, and function, and all the stats from the specific areas. So it's that is a very, very nice extra detail. Okay, give me a second to get Prime ready here, and we will transform him. Alright, before we transform Prime, let's take a look at the articulation on this thing, because it certainly does have a fair amount of articulation going for it. Optimus can turn his head from left to right, and he can look somewhat up and down. His arms can be stretched out to the side, about so far. And they do rotate at the shoulder all the way around. Gotta make sure the arm doesn't catch on the wheels. His arms can be bent at the elbow 90 degrees. And there is a swivel at the bicep. So he does have G.I. Joe style battle grip. The fists can all be rotated at his wrist, and you can open it up. All the fingers are done as one segmented piece, and the thumb is a separate piece. When the middle portion is out, Optimus can be twisted at his hips. So I'll demonstrate for you. We just gotta get this piece out. And then Prime can be twisted at the hip. So if you want to have him posed, turned part way, you'll have to lift that out a bit. His legs cannot be separated into a splits. He's not designed for that. The legs do move forward almost 90 degrees at the hip. They can be turned at the thigh. Unfortunately, he does not have knee articulation. So, there you have it, folks. The articulation of the Lego model. Oh, we forgot to mention one other accessory that Prime has in here. Open up the chest cavity and lo and behold, we have the Matrix. As you can see, it is also removable. Now, if only we had a Lego Ultra Magnus or a Lego Hot Rod to pass it along to. In you go. Alright, now we want to do the thing that many of you want to see. You want to see Optimus transform. Okay, the first thing to do with Optimus to transform him is we come down here to his legs and we snap the legs together, like so. And we're going to come up here. We get the arms bent into the 90 degrees. Then you're going to take the fists, you'll open them up, and you're going to turn them so that the fingers are upwards, like that. Then we're going to raise out the chest panel here so that we can turn Prime all the way around. And then we are going to bend him at his hip backward, like so. We'll go ahead and lay him down on the wheels here so that he doesn't fall over on me, because we don't have time to put him back together if he falls apart on me. And next we will turn the head around and then we can rotate this segment downwards and put it in like so. Then we will take his shoulders, we're going to shift them back like so. They should meet up here at the back. And come up here to the front plate and you'll fold out these side pieces and straighten out the bumper. Now if you want this to be the swap out the centerpiece, now would be the good time to do that. Then now we're going to rotate the arms at the elbow so that we tuck them underneath. Takes a little work to get them past the wheel. Once they're past the wheel, you can then fold the hands down at the wrist. Like that. And then we can fold down this front piece so that it all lines up. Then we'll turn our attention to his legs. On the legs we rotate the fuel canisters like so. That's a noise we've been hearing. These extra pieces on the feet keep falling off. So we'll fold the feet down like so to complete the transformation. But they also gave us a bonus bit. We can take the gun, you fold down the handle, and then the gun can be stored in between the legs. Plus, of course, the gun has a piece with a hole in it for those of you customizers who want to build Prime a trailer. And I have seen there are at least a couple of channels on YouTube that people have already built a trailer for Prime. But Here you go. It transformed, and you didn't have to take it apart. Why couldn't Hasbro do this with their stuff? Then, of course, Prime rolls. So it's like, how neat is that? Getting down to my thoughts, this is definitely a set that many G1 fans are going to want to go after. The biggest hurdle over this set, aside from the time that you would need to put it together, is going to be the price tag. At $160, it is a rather expensive set. So not everybody's going to be able to afford it, or have a spot to put him. But if Lego and or Transformers were a part of your childhood, this is probably the ultimate mashup of that dream. And I definitely want to congratulate Lego on the fine work they have done with this set. So definitely, we got to give it some applause. And in case any of you were wondering how big this thing was, when Prime is in robot mode, he stands 35 centimeters tall and 18.5 centimeters wide. But of course, here in truck mode, Larry's still taller than he is. Yeah, have some fun there, Larry. In the meantime, that's my review of the Lego version of Optimus Prime. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And do remember that if you like the content that we feature here on this channel, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And for those of you who are new to the channel, starting here in July, we are going to be reviewing some studio figures, and we're a part of Cobra Convergence 6, so we'll be reviewing some Lego-built Cobra vehicles. Please look forward to it. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.